The terror of Werewolf by Night.
Tonight, it is every hunter for themselves.
Good luck. I'll be rotting for you.
But one of you is a monster, masquerading as one of our own. I can't wait to find out what breed of evil you are. You'll wanna see this, darling.
Please don't do this. Death is coming for you!
Werewolf by Night.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much, much more. I'm your host, Chris, and what an amazing D23 event we had all around. I know a few Marvel fans are a little upset that they didn't dive into Phase 6 and the unannounced projects, or really give us anything new other than Werewolf by Night, which we'll be talking about in today's video, as you just saw the trailer. However, D23 as an event gave us new trailers, new first looks, new insights across the board, and I think Disney, as always, has a lot to be very excited about. But with that being said, as I mentioned, it's time for us to talk about something that I, as a fan of Halloween, horror, and classic monster movies, have been very excited about and was really hoping that they would announce during D23. In fact, besides Deadpool, this was what I was most excited and hopeful to see. So I was very happy that we got the first poster, the official release date, and the first teaser trailer for Werewolf by Night, a Marvel Studios special. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the other major movie and television news updates that we have happening daily here on the channel. You can also follow me on my other socials, Instagram at Chris M. Rosser and Twitter at TheCultureChris. I also do just want to take a second to thank everybody. We hit 60,000 subscribers on the channel during our live stream on Saturday during the MCU panel. So thank you to all of those who have subscribed. Let's keep on growing and continue a strong community. With all of that being said and out of the way, what a spectacular reveal. The poster, the title screen, and the trailer itself sets up an awesome Hammer-style traditional horror film, which brings us back to the good old days of traditional monster movies. If you want to think about Universal Studios monsters, traditional creatures like Frankenstein's monster, the Mummy, Dracula, all sorts of other very iconic characters, that's the vibe that this trailer is portraying. Now, it is unconfirmed, although it would seem, whether or not the entire special is going to be in black and white, or if this was a themed trailer or an opening that they gave us just to kind of set the tone. But regardless, even if it is in all black and white, I think that that would be a refreshing treat. Marvel has displayed to us in this trailer and for this special that they are capable of going beyond the big CGI explosion fights and the humor inside of a serious moment and really the repetitious storyline that we've been getting throughout the MCU, and something that I think has been a major critique of Phase 4 has been the same old, same old. They've gone into a whole new bag of tricks. In fact, they grabbed a bag out of a room they didn't even know they had access to, and they have opened up the door to something spectacular. Now, this will go hand in hand with the tones of Moon Knight, and even some of those darker tones that we've been getting teased to us during Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Falcon and the Winter Soldier with US Agent, who was supposed to be the new Captain America who went ballistic and beat a man to death with his shield. We are seeing this darker shift in tones, and even further now with a darker shift into old school monster movies, and it is an absolute treat. Yes, I understand for those of you who might not be familiar with old style monster movies, this might be something a little peculiar or odd to you, or maybe even a little off-putting. However, I would highly recommend giving this a strong chance, as it is something fresh and different that we haven't seen in a very long time. And of course, the trailer did broadcast a whole awesome plot. If you've ever read the book, The Most Dangerous Game. It's about a man, a really rich man, who has a bunch of people shipped up to his island, and he hunts them all. And this is kind of the vibe that we're getting. One of the characters here in this group of very odd-looking characters is a monster. That's what's pronounced in the trailer. Presumably, that monster would be Werewolf by Night. And they're going to hunt each other in hopes to find and slay the monster, and it seems to be almost some type of sport. So as all of these characters will be hunting each other, trying to identify who the monster is, hopefully we will be rooting for Werewolf by Night, and we will hopefully also be getting an awesome storyline with that. Now keep in mind, as we have had Moon Knight release, that his original comic book release was in a Werewolf by Night comic. Now, he was sent out as this whole different character. This was pre-Khonshu, pre the Egyptian god and the multiple personalities. This was a character who was put out to hunt and kill Werewolf by Night. Now, he obviously later on was retconned and became his own character, and that's the Oscar Isaac wielding, Khonshu befriending, terrible, scary man that he is now, but his original origin in the comics was very different. And we saw the Thunderbolts team, and although I don't know that any of us truly believed that Moon Knight would become a member of the Thunderbolts, it was certainly an option on the table, as Moon Knight is a very versatile character who in the comics teamed up with many different groups, including the Avengers. So we all were hoping he would be put with Midnight Suns, and the inclusion of Werewolf by Night, as well as him not being introduced to the Thunderbolts, as well as Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and now She-Hulk, both confirming and identifying demons exist in the MCU, we will be able to potentially see this Midnight Suns team join the MCU, and we might be able to see other monster hunter / monster type characters also joining the MCU. In this trailer, we got a great look at Man-Thing. Now, Man-Thing is a relatively famous and well-known monster character in Marvel Comics. As an origin for him, a scientist working on a way to recreate the super soldier serum that created Captain America, like with many different characters in Marvel storyline and lore. He seemingly died when his lab in the swamp was destroyed by a terrorist bombing, only to re-emerge from the swamp having been turned into a strange creature after exposure to the flawed super soldier serum. Now, this was Dr. Theodore Ted Sallis, and this character overall has been around since the 1st of May 1971, when the character made his original appearance in Savage Tales #1. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the character, it's possible that all those facts don't mean a lot to you, but the inclusion of monsters and the growing of monsters in the MCU is something that should have a high group of people, including myself, excited for the future of the MCU. But even so, people who are unfamiliar with Marvel's monster scene should be excited to have a whole new realm introduced to them with a lot of exciting opportunities. This is a series, guys, I am genuinely extremely excited for. We're in the spooky season, we're in the Halloween time. It releases October 7th, as was revealed by the poster and by the trailer. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. Let me know what your feelings are on about the new approach that Marvel will be taking in this special. Thank you guys so much for watching till the very end of the video. If you found it helpful, useful, or entertaining, consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell. And I'll catch all of you guys in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.